Well, good morning again. Uh, just doing a quick update on this alternate day fasting deal. Um, so I guess this is starting on, let's see, going on week 4. And weighed myself last night, and after about 2 weeks, and I'm still about the same. But I've lost another inch in my belly, so that's a win. I'm looking at, weight wise, it is what it is. Plus, I weighed on a feasting day, so it's probably not the best thing to do is weighing on a feasting day. So I may have to weigh on a non-feasting day or fasting day. So, but the good thing is, like I said, I lost an inch, and oh, I hate this. Sometimes it's difficult to shoot a video at work because we got to run radios here, and it's a pain in the butt because it seems like no sooner than you get on the radio or the telephone, whether to shoot a video, watch YouTube, or whatever, goof off, they always want to get on the radio. So anyway, so like I said, going into this is the second week of doing the alternate day fasting. Last Tuesday was okay. I made it through it, and I pushed through, and I did the right at 36 hours of fasting. And then kind of my first meal, broke it with eggs, bacon, and a steak I had cooked a couple days before. So broke it very well. And then, just continued. I had, lunch later on, and because I think that day, on that Wednesday, we had hot dogs at work, I think. Big old, like, beef hot dogs from Sam's, I think. Sam's or Costco. But anyway, they were awesome. But, as my feasting day, I didn't gourd out, but I just, I had food. And then we went into, I went into my second day of a fast. And that one was more difficult. I made it, through the 24-hour mark. I was doing okay. But then that afternoon, I hit a wall. I was so tired. I was sleepy. I just don't know what the deal was. So I jolted myself with, drank water. But it seems like water wasn't helping. I drank some coffee. Seemed like that didn't help either. Just sluggish, struggling. And I was just thinking about food because, as a truck driver, you eat because you're bored. You eat because you're sleepy. You eat just to eat. So I was just like, I don't want to cave and then start all over again. So I said, no, I'm just going to push on through it and all these guys around me that were eating. And I was just like, oh, it's just killing me. So anyway, I pushed on through, and then I made it to hour 30. Then I was really struggling because I was at home and that afternoon, and I was like, oh, it's so easy just to go in and cook me something here at home. But luckily, I really didn't have anything thawed out because everything I try to keep is in the freezer as far as meat-wise. Very rarely I've had anything that's thawable out. I don't keep bread at the house. I don't keep, stuff that I can just eat on the go right off the bat. Only thing that I could have done was, cooked eggs and then some couscous, which is from Brazil, I love it, good stuff. But I didn't. I just sat there and just basically is like, I did a quick conversation with a friend of mine because he's doing it too. And I said, dude, I am struggling. He goes, I am too. And found out last night that he's like, well, I busted early. He goes, I couldn't hold out because I'll continue on with how much longer I went. He says, I had to have a salad. He said, I had to have something. I said, well, at least you had a salad. You didn't go to Wendy's or Dairy Queen and get you a Blizzard or a big old burger or whatever. He says, yeah, no, I didn't do that. So at hour 30, I was tired and I was sleepy, and, I did my nightly conversation with my fiance, because I always talk to her every night before I go to bed. We wish each other good night, but, because I love her so much, and, being away from her has really sucked, but I'll get to go back in December. But more on that in a minute. Anyway, So I went to bed. So I was like, well, I know I can at least throw another 8 hours on this, yeah, if I'm lucky. I mean, mostly 6, and then good just to push myself to go on through. So I went to bed, woke up, normal time, 4-ish, 4:30. Well, I don't have to be at work on Friday. And so I laid there for, a couple more hours. And then, of course, it gets to the point where I'm laying there so much that my back starts to hurt. So I got to get to moving. Well, I just keep pushing. Well, finally, right around the noon hour, I had already went to 43 hours. I don't know how I did it. I pushed through, and at 43-hour mark, I, finally busted my fast. And it really wasn't that I was hungry. It's just more like I've made myself eat, which was kind of weird. Because I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and eat now because I know that I'll eat later at my high school reunion. And because I know there's going to have hamburgers and hot dogs, chips, yada, yada, the stuff like that. And then I would quit eating until, because I know I was going to try to push on the weekends. I'm going to try to just do 1 meal a day on the weekends. Or if I am by myself, I'll just push longer and just and do, the alternate day, continue on. But like I said, if I'm going to be invited out to eat on the weekends or, I'm not going to stop myself from eating. What I'll do is I'll go and eat. If I know that I'm either going to be going out to eat or not, I'll still try to push a small meal and then just won't eat for another, 22 to 24, 25, 26 hours. And that's what I did. I quit eating on that Friday night at, I think it was 6:30ish. And I didn't eat until almost 24 hours later on Saturday, ate, and then I pushed again until Sunday, and then I ate again, and then I didn't eat until feasting on Monday to prepare for today. And then, like I said, I weighed myself last night, so I need to start weighing myself on fasting days, I think. But anyway, I'm still about the same losses, so now I've lost a total of 5 inches total now. Since I've started this deal on roughly December, I think it's December the 4th is whenever I did my first measurement. December 12th was the weigh. But anyway, so it's, I'm just here to encourage you that, I lost 100 pounds before. I gained some, roughly 50 of it back. And now I'm trying to lose that 50 again, which was roughly 47, now 42-ish, around 40. So a lot better goal, quicker to get to, because the last time I did this, I lost 57 pounds in 3 months. And no, this ain't, and I hate seeing these on the Facebook deal. Hey, I lost such and such pounds. Hit me up, say hi for ingredients or menus or whatever I did. I'm like, quit with the spam BS. I mean, there's some people that can do that, but the way you look on your profile and all that, it's like, this is bull crap. Quit trying to lead people down the wrong path. But yes, I lost 57 pounds. I've got the proof on some of the older videos I did back when I was doing this a couple years ago. Actually, almost 3 years ago when I started. So, because next month will be exactly 3 years when I started the keto lifestyle. Like I said, this time is a little bit different. I do better with fasting, which is a shocker, considering the fact that there'd be no way back in the day that I would go that long without food. So it's a very challenging thing for anybody. Some people's like, oh, well, that's just not healthy and that's not safe. Well, I'm sorry, but our ancestors, used to go days without food, and until they either had to hunt or plant. And, sometimes that just wasn't available, especially when it came to the winter time. That's why you had to stock up for the winter. And that's why I don't understand. These people's like, oh, well, fasting's bad for you. Well, I'm sorry, it's not. There may be some reason why you can't do fasting, which is, I completely understand that. But for the most part, you can push away from a meal or two. It's not going to hurt you. I just choose to go a little further, because I have a lot more fat to burn than other people. If you're real skinny, you probably don't need to do extended fasted, be in a fasted state. People such as myself, I've always been a big guy, or, as a big kid, a big guy, big shoulders, barrel shoulder, People's like, well, you carry your weight well. I may do that, but I still have that stubborn belly fat, and I have the stubborn moobs, man boobs. And even with being a barrel chest, it's even worse. And it's a pain in the butt to deal with. But that's my biggest thing, is just I want to lose that, get rid of the belly fat. Do I necessarily want abs? Who knows, maybe on the future, but it's not going to really bother me at all if I don't. My thing is, I just want to be healthy for me, healthy for myself, feel better, feel good in clothes, and to be healthy for me, to be healthy to travel, because I'm always back and forth between here in Brazil until I get, my future bride here. And then, we can't travel for a while because on the fiance visa deal, you can't travel for a time being. And we're going to love, traveling together. We want to travel together, but at least we can do it domestically, so to speak. And, I'm just looking forward to that. But I just feel more comfortable in your clothes, feel more comfortable, especially when you're stuck on an airplane for, from 2 hours to 10 hours. It's not very easy for a big guy, and it sucks, but the good thing is, after I lost my 100 pounds and trying to, even with gaining some of it back, I still came to same waist size, because when I started, I was at a 48 in belt, 48 in pants. I got all the way down to 40, and I'm still at 40, and then sometimes even 38 if I can push it. But I still have that stubborn belly fat. But, where I wear my seatbelt on the airplane, where I normally wear my belt. And I can still do that without having to get a belt extension, because I had to do that once, and that was really a sucky situation. I was like, what have I got myself into? But that's just how it is. But anyway, I'm just here just to encourage you, just have an update. I'm just looking forward to the second week of alternate day fasting. So far, I've gone... I don't even know what time it is. Roughly gone on 14 hours now, and I feel good. Only thing I've had this morning is my vitamins that I take every morning. And then I started doing those ACV, and this isn't a plug. I mean, it's a plug for them, but I'm not being sponsored by them. But I started taking the Goalie, because I knew apple cider vinegar. I absolutely despise the liquid form. I mean, despise. I'd rather go lick asphalt at a radioactive material plant and then drink that stuff, because it is disgusting. But I started doing the Goalie, the apple cider vinegar gummies. Absolutely delicious. I take 2 of those in the morning along with my vitamins, and then I drink water, and then I don't care whether it's bad for you. You come out against me, grab your torches and pitchforks. I don't care. But I like my Diet Dr. Pepper. I got to have something. But I haven't had a sugary drink as far as hardcore Coke or Pepsi or whatever. I was big on sweet tea. I have not had a drop of sweet tea starting next month for almost 3 years. And I have not had a sugary drink as far as full-blown Coke or whatever for almost 3 years. But I've been a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper and a lot of water. And that's all I have during this time. And then when I do feel these hunger pains coming on, I drink water. And then I just sip on my Diet Dr. Pepper during the day. Because not saying it gives me energy. And I know something else too. I've quit taking energy drinks. And I'm not saying the drinks, but like the energy shots, like the 5 hour. I used to do those all the time, but it seems like I hit that, even though it says no sugar, but it just seems like I would hit a wall after drinking one of those. Like I would feel more sleepy after freaking drinking one of those. I don't understand it either, but it is what it is. So since I started taking the apple cider vinegar, it's just kind of giving me more of a boost, and I've quit drinking them. And then plus you're saving, $3-4 a day, even though it's cheaper sometimes getting the big can drinks like Bang or whatever, because I got hooked on those for a while, because for the longest time I was drinking Rock Stars. A funny little story on Rock Stars, in 2013, I came back from North Dakota. I went up to work in the oil fields, that big oil boom that they had up there at that time. And on my way back, I drank 4 of those son of a bucks, coming back, and they got me through driving straight through almost 24, 25 hours from Minot, North Dakota, or actually Tioga, which is roughly about the middle of the state. And so when I found one of those at the truck stop, I drank those, and like I said, 4 of those later, I was home and I could, smell colors. And I got hooked on those for years. And then, I mean, just nothing but sugary drinks, and just got fatter and fatter, and on top of sweet tea, on top of eating fat. And next thing you know, you're out of control. So, I kicked those, and, back to, I've not done all those in a long time. And then they got on the bangs, and then after a while they got sucky. Went back to 5 Hour Energy, and then the next thing you know, now I'm doing the apple cider vinegar shot. And not saying they're packed full like energy boost or whatever, but I haven't had one in weeks since I started the goalie. And then along with fasting, you got those on top. I mean, you just feel all of a sudden a lot of energy. But anyway, like I said, I'm rambling on. Really, I try to keep these short videos, because I see these videos on YouTube like an hour and 32 minutes. Like, who in the world is going to sit there for an hour and 32 minutes watching somebody talk about their weight loss journey? Here I'm at 16 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I've been rambled on way too much. But, when you get going and you get excited and you want to help other people lose weight and tell them your story, you get excited. And, whether you're here for the subscriptions and the eventually make money off of this YouTube or whatever, you're in it for the wrong reasons. But if you do like it, click like and subscribe to the channel, and I will continue putting material out, because I want this journey to be helpful to other people. Because I've been in your situation. If you're a big guy or a big girl, I don't care, black, white, Jew, Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, in your religion, whatever your, sexual preference is, whatever, you're sitting behind this camera, or, sitting behind your phone, staring and looking at me. I've been in your situation. You've been to the point of being depressed. You've been to the point of not wanting to go out. I'm already kind of a in between introvert and extrovert anyway. I'm very complacent on just staying at home. But I like to go out too as well, especially if I'm out with somebody enjoying life. For example, I love to travel. I love going to Brazil. I love going out with my fiance. And, when we travel together here, this will be the first time being in Brazil for Christmas and New Year's. And we're going to go to the beach. We're going to go visit her family. Because I enjoy being with her. I enjoy being out. But at the same time, both of us enjoy staying at home, watching our tablet, watching our TV, and just enjoying each other. So it's a very fine line, people. But I'm talking to you out there who's watching this video, which now I've gone on 18 minutes, and this is way too long. But if you want to continue bettering yourself, click like and subscribe and hit that bell, because I'll put more videos out, because I want to be able to show you that there is life outside of sitting there watching TV, getting fatter, and then just thinking, life's not important anymore. Because I've been there. It really does suck. Because especially when you start looking your, take pictures, and then when you see yourself starting to lose weight, and then of course when you start seeing yourself gaining weight back, and then you're like, whoa, hold up, I've done this before, I can do it again. It's just, can you do it the first time? And once you do it the first time, can you stick with it? And if you do come off the trail, can you get back on the trail? So anyway, just hang in there, folks. Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen, and we can do this together. And don't just watch my videos. I mean, there's all kinds of alternate day fasting, intermittent fasting, keto, vegan, whatever works for you. You got to do you. That's the way I look at it. What worked for me was intermittent fasting. Now, alternate day fasting, keto, carnivore, all that good stuff, that worked for me. It may not work for you, but you need to find what you can do that helps you. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll have another update. I'll do another weigh-in possibly next week, and I'll continue to measure myself once a week as well. And we will see next time when I do weigh, I'll do it on a fasting day and see what maybe the difference is. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll holler at you later. See you.